Welcome to another important topic on my channel, Grammar Made Easy. In this video, we will discuss prepositional phrases, adjective and adverb phrases. Let's get started. What is a prepositional phrase? A prepositional phrase begins with a preposition and ends in a noun or a pronoun. You can check out these examples. That book under the table is mine. Under the table is underlined here, which is a prepositional phrase. He goes to college at 8 o'clock. To college is one prepositional phrase, whereas at 8 o'clock is another prepositional phrase. So it means that you may have two prepositional phrases in a sentence. That's fine. The aroma of your perfume is very strong. Of your perfume, this is a prepositional phrase because it begins with a preposition and it ends in a noun, perfume. I live near the station. Near the station is a prepositional phrase. He was looking for you. For is a preposition, whereas you is a pronoun, and we have already said it in our definition that a prepositional phrase begins with a preposition and ends in a noun or a pronoun. So there is a possibility that you may have at the end of a prepositional phrase a pronoun as well. Let's move on to the next slide. What is an adjective phrase? Adjective phrase is actually a type of prepositional phrase. You can see here prepositional phrases are classified into adjective and adverb phrases. What is an adjective phrase? An adjective phrase modifies a noun or a pronoun in a sentence. It means that prepositional phrases function as adjectives in sentences. Look at this example, no problem. That book under the table is mine. Now, as I have told you in the previous slide, that under the table is a prepositional phrase which explains or which describes or modifies book here, which is a noun. So it means that this type of prepositional phrase is an adjective phrase. Look at the second example. The aroma of your perfume is very strong. Of your perfume is a prepositional phrase, whereas aroma is a noun. This prepositional phrase explains or describes or modifies aroma. The vizier was a man of great wealth. Of great wealth, this is a prepositional phrase. Man is a noun. It is explaining the man or it is modifying the man. That's why this kind of prepositional phrase is an adjective phrase. Adjective phrases can also be identified in sentences by asking yourselves these types of questions. Like what? What kind of? Which one? Let us consider the following examples for understanding those two questions. He was a man of character. What kind of man? Of character. So this is a prepositional phrase which is describing a noun. It tells us what kind of man. That's why this is an adjective phrase. Today's news about the man made me anxious. In this example, we know that news is a noun. About the man is a prepositional phrase and it tells us which news. So what I mean to say, it explains, it describes, it modifies the word news, which is a noun, and it is an adjective phrase. What about adverb phrases? An adverb phrase modifies a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. As we said it earlier, that an adverb phrase is a type of prepositional phrase. So you shouldn't forget that adverb and adjective phrases are types of prepositional phrases. An adverb phrase answers the following questions like we had. By the way, for adjective phrases, you can ask yourselves these questions. It will tell you about how, it means the manner. He spoke to us in a rude manner. How did he speak? in a rude manner. Where? She goes to college daily. It tells you about a place. Look at example number 3. When? I will see you at 10 p.m. It tells you the time and it gives an answer to this question. Example number 4 or D, it tells you the reason. We are late for the test because of traffic congestion. Actually, this sentence is a little bit tricky for some students. It is possible. Because of traffic congestion, this is one adverb phrase, whereas for the test is another. And why I say that it is also an adverb phrase? Because it modifies the adjective in the sentence, that is late. So according to the definition, it also modifies what? Adjective in sentences. So we have to be very careful whenever we want to spot out adjective phrases and adverb phrases. We have to look whether they modify nouns, they modify verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. Let us consider some more examples of adverb phrases. He saves money for future expenses. Saves for future expenses, so it means that it explains or modify the verb. That's why it is a prepositional phrase, which is an adverb phrase. Very few spiders are dangerous to people. Now dangerous is actually an adjective, and once again this prepositional phrase, which is an adverb phrase because it modifies an adjective here. Dangerous to people. I like to stay at home during exams. At home and during exams, there are two prepositional phrases and they are adverb phrases because they modified the verb here. Let me tell you one thing. There may be some sentences where you will find to plus infinitive, and infinitive is a verb. It is so we shouldn't call it a prepositional phrase, and I have actually typed it in red so that the students do not do any mistake. This is what we had today for adjective and adverb phrases, which are kinds of prepositional phrases. Thank you for watching. Good luck.